So we have 5 women ministers in the cabinet, and 5 of us are very united when it comes to speaking up for women and children. And so when we, every time we got together in the beginning, the first thing that we all said we wanted to do was to ensure that Malaysian women can pass citizenship to their children who are born abroad, right? So we told PM, we said that has to be our number 1 reform to level the playing field for the ladies. And so we are very thankful that the Home Minister and the Prime Minister agreed that that has to be the first reform. And so we have seen that process. And of course, with that process came other amendments being proposed, and that was brought to the House, and also fierce debate. I feel that citizenship is not a straightforward matter. Different states have different challenges. And if you speak to the people in Sabah, it's a different ballgame altogether. And so personally for me, my main priority as a member of parliament, when I campaigned, we spoke about let's right this wrong for Malaysian mothers, Malaysian women. That was my priority. And so we managed to table that in Parliament. No matter how fierce the criticism is outside, nothing will change the fact that it is this unity government that brought the bill to Parliament to give Malaysian mothers that equal opportunity and right to grant citizenship to their children born abroad. Yeah. For the FAM, there are 4 naturalized players in the national team. Majority of them are heritage players. Okay, so heritage players means they have one parent who is Malaysian. Some of them, mothers gave birth to them overseas. Right? This is the very same struggle that we are fighting for. And I feel that it is good to have heritage players. Naturalized players, we have to lessen the dependency on them. But heritage players, they are Malaysians. This is the very same thing. People just don't know the numbers. I mean, they look at how they look and they think, okay, this one naturalized player. And we want to be able to speak to these children who are now overseas and say, hey, Malaysia is also your home. You have a place here. This is the essence of the legal reform we are legislative change, that constitutional amendment that we're trying to bring. And we see this manifesting in our football team, right? So don't judge Malaysians by how they look. All of us, I am certain if you have Chindian children, you know how they struggle. They are always being labeled as this race or that race. And I just really want, just relate as Malaysians. Yeah, that is the kind of, I want sports to be able to give that opportunity to Malaysians, just to be who they are. Yeah.
To try and apply for citizenship, but they got rejected. But on the other hand, we have footballers or like athletes, foreign athletes who come in and then they can just get citizenship. So what are your comments on that?
My stand is consistent as a member of parliament. I'm not speaking as a cabinet member, okay? Because this is my opinion as a member of parliament, and this struggle has been there since the last term. That I feel statelessness is an issue that government must tackle. We cannot put it on hold for far too long, because it will come back and bite our country in so many forms. Statelessness is very cruel. Statelessness is not the fault of the child, the baby. Okay, if you do not want to give them the right to vote, you must at least ensure that people have the right to healthcare, the right to education, the right to just live life, get married, raise a family. And I would like to see progressively us talking about this and tackling it. One thing I will acknowledge is that we will never be able to bring this and resolve this in one single debate. Yeah, because what is real in KL is different in Sabah. And that is something we must acknowledge, the sensitivity in the different region. And as a result of these sensitivities, really the only solution is through engagement that is peaceful, and there must be a lot of respect going into this engagement, and it cannot be emotional. Because the moment you are emotional about this, then engagement will break down. Yeah. And when you're no longer talking, then you will be suspicious of each other. And you cannot tackle citizenship that way. Yeah.